whatever, not just coding genes, but everything else, let alone networks within tissues, within cells, organs, organ systems. Multi-causality is right. It's not always there. Sometimes there are single causes, for example, sickle cell anemia is a single point mutation, but often it's multi-causal. Therefore, random clinical trials, which dominates American medicine drastically, is throwing away some or vast amounts of clinically relevant information. Here's what happens in the United States. If it doesn't get past the FDA in medicine, not surgery, which doesn't use random clinical trials, you can't clone a surgeon, not veterinary medicine, which in the United States is not dominated by the FDA, which is trying to rule out charlatans. They're not evil, they just don't know. Okay? If it doesn't pass the FDA, it's not approved of in the hospital. I was a doc. If the hospital does not practice FDA-approved techniques, it loses its accreditation. Therefore, the hospital is restricted to doing what the FDA approves, even though it may be throwing out vast amounts of clinically relevant information. Worse, there's a penumbra of near-standard doctors who are trying to be more exploratory. One treated a family member of mine. He's lost his license. He's been chased 6 times by his county medical board, aiming to rule out bad guys, charlatans. This guy's a superb doctor, trying other things, happens to be called insulin-potentiated chemo. He saved a number of cancer patients who were dying, but he's still been thrown out of the medical profession for a few years because he's not in the box. What was he doing? There are a coterie of docs around the world, and certainly in the United States, who are doing more exploratory medicine. They're scoffed at, scorned, ridiculed, and lose their licenses and spend $100,000 a year trying to get insurance. We're throwing away information, we're throwing away experimentation, and we don't know what we're talking about. Okay, now, that's what's at stake. We're killing people. We're killing people. We really are. Okay. I guess I now click something.